Hey guys, I do want this video to be an open discussion, so please feel free to leave your feedback and comment down below about this most recent situation. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into the video. Maple Memo, Mechanical Hearts, and Player Feedback, April 6th. Oh, perfect, just in time. I just finished training. Was Anna watching the stream? You're watching the stream, Anna? I just finished training, and you dropped this Maple Memo? You know, that's a little sus. Knowing that I would, review it on stream. Anyways, let's just take a look at it and read it. Hi Maplers, we apologize for the recent Mechanical Hearts related issues, and we're aware of the discussion that our players have been having about Mechanical Hearts and other game and communication related demands. We are aware of what players are suggesting, and we're taking our players' demands very seriously. After thorough review, we decided to remove the daily monster drop coin cap for Mechanical Hearts with our April 8th maintenance, so players can enjoy the event in various ways. To give you a bit more context, we've been adjusting the content to make each part of MapleStory well balanced with each other by reviewing the content consistently. When Mechanical Hearts 3 was released last year, we aimed to lower the hurdle of the event compared to previous runs of Season 1 and 2, while providing more attractive rewards. However, you voiced that it is desirable to obtain coins through monster drops like it was in Season 1 and 2. So to reflect your feedback while still maintaining the balance of the content, we made it so that a certain amount of coins can be obtained through monster drops while allowing more coins to be obtained through completion of the season missions compared to the previous runs of Mechanical Hearts. We also combined the Season 1, 2, and 3 coin shops in hopes to provide more flexibility for you to play the content that you prefer. We added the limit to the daily obtainable monster drop coins because we added the limit to the daily obtainable monster drop coins because it's possible to enter investigation mode without completing the Season 3 missions. So some players might obtain too many coins in a very short period of time. We apologize that we didn't inform you about the change properly, and we will put much effort on delivering the essential game information to our players. We will give out 1,000 Aspire coins through the April 8th maintenance to all players who have completed at least one quest of Mechanical Hearts event before this announcement to apologize for the change not being communicated properly. Damn, okay. 1,000 coins? After we released the Mechanical Hearts event, we have been closely monitoring our community platforms and reviewing your feedback on the daily coin cap. We chose not to disclose that the event was under review because we were still in the reviewing process and we thought that it was too early to provide our players with the information. However, we understand that our internal processes may make you frustrated since there is no way for you to know at all if we're listening to you or not, and we sincerely apologize for that. We are trying to improve our overall communication with you as one of our goals for 2021. I remember that she said that. As such, we are reviewing the ways to improve our communication methods, and we'll let you know once our plan is fine. It's like, guys, we're going to talk about how we're going to talk about with you guys in the future that we're going to talk. Okay? So, sit tight. Now we talking. Sit tight. All right? We'll figure this out. Anyways, here is our response to the things players are suggesting, taken from one of the currently popular posts on the MapleStory Reddit. Improve transparency and the software to check the odds. The development project to set up a real-time monitoring system for the in-game probability has already begun, but it will take some time before we are able to present a completed version to you. We apologize again for not giving you any updates about it, and we will make sure to let you know when we have any updates. Yeah, it's a KMS thing. Constant communication with the player base and the explanation for changes. We're currently hiring an additional community manager to improve our visibility and presence in the community. We will also brainstorm better ways to comment and explain about game changes that players need to be aware of, other than the memo letter, in order to improve communication. Pepe hands. I wish that was me. A reliable feedback system for bug reporting. We will start the discussion with the relevant internal teams to identify a better method of addressing and updating players about reported issues. Customer service improvements and false bans. Reducing customer service improvements and false bans. Reducing farmer activity has been one of our most important tasks since February of last year in order to manage a stable game environment and keep the value of your important game assets from being fluctuated by the farmers. We apologize for any false bans that have happened and the inconvenience they caused while we've been actively battling the farmers. We know that this is not an excuse, and our security team and patrolling team are working very hard to improve our accuracy detecting farmers, and only farmers. We will continue to discuss with... They're calling them farmers. We are farmers. We will continue to discuss with all relevant internal teams to see what else is needed to improve the process. Only farmers. Service quality and bug fix improvements. To improve the overall service quality further, we recently started collaborating and working closely with Nexon's QA group in Korea. Just now, we apologize for recent critical bugs with the Haste and Mechanical Hearts events, and we're aware that this cannot be excused by any means. We will review our processes thoroughly to reduce the critical issues in our service and to address them in a timely manner. Okay. I mean that sounds like a step in the right direction. Sure. Concerns regarding items and events that are no longer released and have been nerfed, such as badges. Yo, hold on. We're aware that players are asking for these items to return or to be reverted, but as we mentioned through our previous memos, some of these items have been designed to be aligned with the status and balance of MapleStory at the time, and maintaining these certain past items sometimes becomes problematic, as game balance and endgame content have changed. If we plan to make adjustments, or if it becomes difficult for us to re-release an item, as is due to these reasons, we will make sure to give you a detailed explanation on the developmental intentions. As we mentioned above, we will also listen to our players more and will come up with a plan to make the decision-making or discussion process more visible to our players. So they removed Sengoku Totem because of game balance and what? Bro, they removed okay, I said Sengoku Totem, sorry. They removed the Sengoku badge because Black Mage badge would have been irrelevant, okay? That's literally the reason. It's such a stupid ass reason, but it's a reason, okay? This basically like confirms it, you know? It basically confirms it. Like they removed the badge because Black Mage needs to be relevant, right? And aside from your Genesis weapon, right? Like you can look forward to this super godly badge, right? That it drops. But too bad the majority of the player base still plays and flexes their fucking Sengoku badges on everyone else. And I'm just saying, like, the difference between a badge and not having a badge, at least in Bara for me, is 4K stat. Okay, that's not problematic to anyone at an end game level. All right, getting a little bit of extra final damage from a badge, not problematic. Okay, so I think that should come back. Okay, I think that should come back. They can't buff the Black Mage badge. They would need to do that in KMS, and they're not going to do that. What about, wait, hold on, totems. Are they talking about like Dark Lords of Darkness, or are they just talking about like wild totems? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what they're talking about totems wise. If it's in regards to Dark Lords, yeah, there should be no reason why you can't re-release Dark Lords. There's nothing problematic about game balancing totem. Like it's like fucking 50 attack. Okay, now it's not 50 attack. It's a bit more. Hold on, how much is that? Yeah, it's okay. It's less. It's 45. It's 45. So, anyways, let's continue. We can keep talking about this, but let's continue. Class balancing and timely fix of broken skills. Development team aims to make impartial decisions based on numerical data, but it is true that there are aspects that are lacking when viewed from the perspective of players with various personal experiences. We strive to emphasize the unique characteristics of each class and provide a fun experience when playing each class. What part of nerfing Kishin is fun? What? What part of that is fun? I don't get that. While also thinking about how we can release attractive new classes without harming the unique characteristics of the existing classes. We will listen more carefully to your valuable feedback and review if it will be possible to proceed with more frequent class balances. Additionally, we will work to prevent any skill-related bugs during development while swiftly addressing any skill bugs that do occur. We hope our responses above have cleared up some misunderstandings and answered questions that you may have had. We are aware that some of our responses may not be as detailed or concrete as you would have hoped for, but we plan to come up with potential improvements by reviewing your feedback closely while providing updates on the progress. We aim to take a step forward towards the direction where we can make our players satisfied onward. Thank you for your support. Well, I mean, good on you for Mechanical Hearts. All right. Thank you for listening, and they're gonna be removing the daily monster cap, which means I can now get my heart on my, Pathfinder and Adele, and Sacrix can do it on all fucking 80 of his characters across 7 different accounts. Yeah, so, good on them for acknowledging that and, just reviewing our frustration, and they're even giving us an extra 1,000 coins, so that's cool. That's cool. In regards to some of these responses, I don't know. I might be taking it the wrong way, being a little cynical. But yeah, I mean, concerns about regarding items, that are no longer released or have been nerfed, right? They mentioned badges, Maple Tor, right? I guess Dark Totems and Kishin. I don't really think this answers anything, in my opinion, because we as players, as we see it, right? Because you talk about balancing, obviously, the status of the game and balancing, at the time of the game, right? Certain these certain past items sometimes become problematic as game balance and end game content have changed. I don't understand how Maple Tor, like, bro, this is, you know how many fucking runs it takes, right? It takes 141 runs. It takes 70 days to get a fucking piggy bank that gives you 50 mil a day, right? For 20 days. All right? That ain't problematic. Okay? It ain't problematic to anyone. All right? I guess I can understand like potential abuse, right? Because they mentioned farmers, right? I mean, farmers aren't just like only like botters, right? Farmers are people that like have like several accounts and try to take advantage of events. And I mean, bro, that's what we used to do in the past. That's what helped us out. We have several accounts. We do these events. Hop our items over to different accounts so we can perfect them, right? So I guess in that regard, but it just fucks over Reboot more. Like these things are taken into, because I'm also thinking about it from a Reboot perspective, right? As well as a reg server perspective. These changes are problematic more towards the Reboot player base, because if you have like reg server as your main thought, and priority and concern, or supposedly, right? It just kind of just fucks over Reboot. In my opinion, there's nothing problematic with the Sengoku badge. Like I said, like I guess even at 22 stars, like at an end game in reg server, it's an extra, maybe 5k, right? Depending on how perfect it is, 5-6k stat. At that point though, the stronger you get at that point, that additional final damage, like that's helpful. It's not that big of a deal, but I don't think there's a reason to really remove it. Nobody gives a fuck about the Black Mage badge. The only reason people give a fuck about it is because you took Sengoku away. You just gotta deal with it, okay? You made Dreamy Belt obsolete, okay, with the Gala exchange, right? And I hope someone at Nexon is watching, right, or they'll see this, right? So you made Dreamy Belt insignificant, right? And that's content from Hard Lucid, right? That is hard bossing, right? So even the Monster Park badge in KMS, like, good Alex, the Monster Park badge is better, but not I won't say better, but like people use the Monster Park badge over Black Mage, right? Even in KMS, right? So like this notion, or your ideal or belief that that this item should be used, like, no one's gonna use it, okay? No one's gonna use it. Nobody cares about the Black Mage badge. So again, there should be no reason to bring back Sengoku. It only hurts the people that didn't play at the time even more. But yeah, hold on. I got sidetracked. Yeah. You already made one hard boss item obsolete, the Dreamy Belt, right? TMS offered to transfer Dreamy Belt stats into Galix. You never offered that for us, right? That wasn't even like a thought. Maybe you reviewed it, maybe you talked about it internally, but that didn't come to GMS. And people did go Dreamy Belt, right? Because we did 2 Galix pendants, and people had legitimately insane Dreamy Belts, spent all this fucking money, and now that shit's obsolete. Like, it's gone. Like, people sold their Tyrant Belts, right? But you can't sell a Dreamy Belt. Once you equip a Dreamy Belt, it's permanently untradeable. So like, people lost on thousands of dollars, right, on their Dreamy Belts without any, like, remedy to that, right? To even be able to transfer it to a Galix belt like TMS was able to. So having another item, be obsolete, I guess, is not the end of the world, right? It's not the end of the world. If Black Mage badge sucks, right? The damaged Blackheart, right, from Lotus, that sucks too. Why? Oh, we have one droid. We have Outlaw Hearts. We have one droid. Who the fuck's going to use a Lotus Heart for the set effect? Who cares about that? No one. Okay, maybe not no one. Very little people, but almost no one cares about the heart, right? That's irrelevant, right? So again, when it problematic game balance, I don't really see any issue with Sengoku badge, so hopefully you'll reconsider that. When it comes to totems, Literally the best option for totems is U Garden. I don't really think you care about U Garden. You know, if I had to take a guess, those are, you know, time limited 30-day totems. You have to constantly keep farming. You know, best in slot. You do offer dark totems in Marvel, but that's only for reg server, not for reboot. And if you're hiding dark totems behind a paywall, right? When this event was yearly, right? People were looking forward to Halloween specifically for Dark Lords, right? And now you're hiding the totems behind a paywall only for reg server is bad. Makes you look bad. Again, game balance, problematic. I only see it problematic, you know, towards the company. And Kishin, Kishin is a touchy subject, you know. I don't really know what to say about Kishin. The current iteration of Kishin is terrible. A 30-second uptime, 60-second cooldown, you know, you know, needing Night Ghost Sky to proc. If Night Ghost Sky can't even proc in air, make it proc in the middle of the air, you know, like allow Night Ghost Sky to proc in the air. That might solve some things. I don't know. Might help me out. But I don't know. Maybe make the proc more frequent. You know, I don't know, dude. I don't know. But 30-second uptime with a 60-second cooldown, it's a terrible nerf. Terrible nerf. I think something needs to be addressed. Make Kishin a link skill. Make it a node, right, for fifth job. Yeah. Make or just fucking remove the skill and make totems more accessible. Also, yeah, Alex mentioned this totems could also mean frenzy, right? And that's another, like, you know, subject. This could also just mean, like, you know, people asking about frenzy totems, which they do constantly. You know, why did frenzy get removed? They didn't say anything about it, right? They didn't address that. So this could be in regards to frenzy totem. Yeah, so bro, just get rid of fucking Kishin, you know, and make totems more accessible. That's an option too. So several things could be done, but I don't. What's the right decision? I don't know. You know, again, it's a touchy subject. Kishin is super touchy, so. No, KMS does not have totems whatsoever. What are you guys saying in chat? Give Kishin a buff icon? Yes. Yes, give Kishin a fucking buff icon as a summon. Please. That's a great idea. That is such a great idea. Absolutely. Makes no sense because they made a familiar system completely nuts if they cared about balance. Right? Yeah, they should introduce red familiar cards to reboot, 100%. They need to incentivize these items with better stats, not by getting rid or of better alternatives. Yes. Matt, stop! They'll think you're asking them to remove Golix. Oh no. Matt, stop! Matt, stop! I think Brian also like redeemed some dabs, right? I don't know. Yeah, like redeemed some dabs. It's a dab for you. Buff Wild Hunters, yeah. But goodbye, Golix. They need to get rid of Kishin and buff all maps in the game. I don't think they're going to do that because KMS would have to do that. You know? I think you're asking for a little too. I mean, if KMS is willing to do that, then by all means. But I don't think KMS really gives a fuck that we have spawn enhancers. So Yeah, I mean, that's basically the memo. Overall, I mean, this is a step in the right direction. Like I appreciate it. It's not a bad memo, and it's kind of funny, like at the very end, we are aware that some of our responses may not be as detailed or concrete as you would have hoped for, right? Which, can also just pertain to this memo, when some people are reading it, depending on how they read it. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that Anna took this time to like write this up, and address some of the things that have been going on. But dropping it at 4 in the morning, like, maybe you could have waited for tomorrow in the afternoon. It's like, maybe. But maybe she's in Korea, so that could also be a thing. If she's in Korea right now, it's the afternoon, so yeah. But again, like, just like the and we should hold them accountable to that, constantly, and we do, right? The promise of wanting to do better, taking a step in the right take a step forward in the right direction, to satisfy our players, right? And we have to keep keep reminding them of that, for them to actually do better, because if we don't, then nothing will change, and if nothing changes, we get complacent, and we just we're just gonna keep complaining, right? Regardless, we're gonna complain because no one's ever satisfied. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment down below. Special thanks to Rooney, Brandon Lee, Desi Games, Eric Guritti, Chaos, Not Chaos, Balloon, Chaos Again, and Chaos One Last Time, Prime Gaming, and Jeremy Crow for being members and supporting the channel. If you would like to get a shout out, click the join button down below or check out the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.